want to at some point get this multimeter here that'll allow it'll let me put the readings up on the screen uh, in the same way that Lewis has it. Oh, wait a second. Hold the fucking phone here. Can I, will this? Yeah, see this won't work, but yeah, see, it supports the Fluke 120 series, son of a bitch. It's too bad. Alright. How's it going, guys? I'm just getting a few things set up. And then we'll get started. does work. Coolio, coolio, coolio. Alright. Let's grab a board. We're gonna do this switch here in a little bit and give people time to get into the channel, and for people who want to learn how to do them. I'm thinking about doing is trying to set up something back there. Think of how I could do this. And I guess I could. Oh, that was almost bad. Broke my fucking monitor. Would have been fucking pissed. Alright. See if I can't move a camera over to give people a better view of kind of the way my hands are. There's a lot that you can kind of glean from how to handle the boards and things like that. I did go out and I did buy a charger for, no, actually I had to buy a whole fucking drill just to get a charger for my fucking rotary tool because I can't find a charger for it. So that definitely sucked. But now I got 2 batteries, so woo! I guess we'll be able to finish up that super glue iPhone 8 Plus as well. Let me see. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can't move this guy over here, especially since we can twist him and turn him. Now let's see if we can't move this guy over here. Move my steel block heatsink. Oh, fucking let go. Jesus. Just moving a few things real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Go. So we're going to do the switch here just a little bit. Just want to give people some time to get in here. I don't think these diodes are rated properly. So we're going to swap out these diodes with some that are today has been so hectic, so hectic. We literally had at like 3:50 had like 3 people come in, 2 people come in, and then we had a customer that dropped off a phone yesterday. And we told them, you know, we closed at 4 today. Decided to just show up at 5, and then My mother's cousin needed solid state drive replacements. I had to fit that shit into the schedule today. So yeah, crazy day, very, very busy day, very hectic day. I wanted to stream a bit more, a little bit earlier, but we made it. That's the important part, right? So, what's going on, Drew? What's up, Jacob? So let me just find where I put these diodes that I got in this morning. Fuck, where? Oh God. How's it going? Really cool to see a bunch of the same names pop up. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the content or channel, and we're working hard to see how we can make this all work and get some. There we go. That's where I put them. And nope, that is not where I put them. Those are WTR switches for 8 Plus that I have still not put away. I actually have bags and bags of crap over here that I need to put away, but I'm lazy. So bear with me. No. I always do this to myself too. I swear I lose everything. If you can possibly lose it, I've lost it. I'll lose it, except my keys for some reason. I haven't lost keys. Jacob, do you by chance know where the things that I got earlier, the order that I picked up earlier, where I put them? Discord link. I don't think I have. I don't have the thing set up yet to do the exclamation mark Discord and pop that up. But I can. I'll just post the links here in the chat for you. That I can do. So there is our Facebook page, and here is our Discord link. Again, we're still working on a lot of this stuff, so it's kind of, everything's just in the process. Figuring out what works, right? So, let me see. I'm gonna move this down here, maybe. There we go. That might work. Yeah, we do. Just gotta get the time. For real, yeah. It gets, just gets really hectic, you know? Too much stuff. A whole lot of stuff going on all the time, so. Yeah, see, and that just kinda, there we go. No, yeah, I can definitely set up commands. I just need to, one, figure out how. Oh, shit, that was loud. Thanks for the follow, man. It's definitely appreciated. Okay, now, I really do. Yeah, Jacob, do you by chance know where I put the bag of stuff that I got earlier? Oh, there they are. All right, I actually found them. Cool. I always do this. All right. So, trying out a bit of a different camera format. Seeing if it makes sense to show kind of the way this camera right here, right? So, maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. Oh, these are shitty tweezers. Goodbye. Goodbye, tweezers. I almost got earlier, I think I'm gonna get one of those, just a small little like 3-drawer mechanic chest I can pull out. That'll fit over here to my left perfectly and hold all my tools. I was gonna grab one earlier, but I really need to decide how I want to do it. I have a huge tool chest over in the corner, like a full-size mechanic one that has a bunch of random ass shit in it. We should probably go through and utilize that a little bit more, Jacob. if I'm being honest. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my 2 diodes. Yeah, Jacob, why isn't my Nightbot set up? Yeah, make it a little bit cleaner, right? A little bit more organized and be able to find things. I definitely want to, like my friend Tim, his ass, man, he is so organized. He wipes down every tool before, like, just as if he was a mechanic, right? Wiping the oil off of all of his tools before putting them away for the night. He does similar. And I'm not that disciplined. Does this perspective look weird? Like, I don't know. It looks almost like stretched. I'm gonna have to mess with that tomorrow or tonight or something after the stream. I don't want to sit here and screw with it while people are watching. If it was just fucking Jacob in here, whatever, but. Fine. You can go like that then. There it is. This is no backlight. I worked on this a little bit the other night, but the diodes that I have, I ran out of actual iPad diodes, and I put some iPhone ones on there, hoping that it'd be okay, but I should have known. The diodes are, the way, Apple reuses everything, so sometimes, like, be surprised. The same audio controller in a $2,500 MacBook is in your iPad 7th generation. So they love to reuse things all the time, and sometimes you get lucky with ports and things like that, but or diodes and stuff like that. But I just ran out. I didn't realize I'd ran out. It'd been a little while since I had done a iPad backlight, and because of that, that's why I didn't have it. I have too much solder reeled out. It's in the way. Sorry for the camera shaking. It's because it's standing on top of my solder holder. Alright. I'm gonna probably 3D print out some little design or something for that camera. Some sort of holder, so it's got its own independent thing and it's not all shaky. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna test this out real quick, and then we'll move on to this Nintendo Switch. So if you have joined the channel because I posted in the Game Console Repair Legion about the Nintendo Switch, we're gonna go over right now. This is, lately for some reason we've been having really weird issues with switches, and so I switched up the way that I normally do them, and it's been amazing, actually. It works every time, and it's the smallest change, but it's a change. It's a lot of new technicians, don't do so it's kind of two part to it. It's something that you should do to every port that you install, which is tinning the pins on it. And then on the USB-C port on the Nintendo Switch specifically, due to the way that it's designed, it's really hard to get those hidden pins to connect 100% of the time. And I'm going to show you guys how to pretty much guarantee that it connects 100% of the time. And it's actually something very simple. It won't take a super crazy amount of time. No, so actually it wasn't the diodes anyways. It is something else in this circuit. It's probably a pop filter or something. One of these filters has probably gone bad since there's like fucking 30 of them on this board. So that's all right. We'll set this to the side and we'll approach this again here in a little bit. We'll move on to this switch. So removing USB-C port on the switch, the way that I do it at least is, and we're gonna use a different board holder than what I normally use. I normally just use my Omnivice to hold it. But this time we're gonna use this KZ? Yeah, I think that's KZ. I mean, it's AI. Kaizi? I don't fucking know. However you pronounce that shit. So I'll put this board up here in this holder. This holder actually does work pretty well for the switchboards, to be honest. It's not too shabby. It's a nice distance from the bottom. Alright, and it holds it pretty damn securely. There's a nice little notch in these red magnetic pieces, and it holds this board like so, right? So it's pretty on there pretty firmly. So I guess it would help if I actually put the board the way I wanted it to. Should have went and grabbed a Red Bull or something before starting the stream, but that's all right. We'll get through this. I got some Excedrin here if I want some caffeine anyways. Oh my goodness, get the hell off this board. Just move. Move for a second, okay? The magnets are almost too strong. Hope everyone's Saturday went good. No issues. No headache customers. Alright, so we're nice and secured now, right? Perfect. So we got the port right here. Now we're gonna move on with removal. It is, I just use 500 Celsius, 120 airflow, as high as my station will go. You're not gonna hurt the board whatsoever, at all. Always clean up your flux. Very, very important. Having a nice, clean board to work on, number one, obviously it just makes it easier. You're able to see everything. And number two, it's a nice sign of professionalism when I open up a motherboard that has been worked on by somebody else and I see that they took the time to go through and actually clean it and service it properly. Even if you use no clean flux, you should still clean, you need to, not even should, you need to still clean your flux. It does not matter. So just make sure if you're new, if somebody has told you, oh, thanks for the follow. I need to turn that down. Holy crap, it scares the shit out of me. So if you were new to soldering and somebody has told you that, oh, just buy no clean flux, you don't have to clean it up, no bullshit, they're a liar, they don't know what they're talking about. You need to clean up your flux. Always. Especially if you are a shop or a business. Oh, see, like all this. All that needs to be cleaned. All of it. Doesn't take but more than a second to actually get it nice and clean. These are, what I'm using right now are clean room wipes. It's about, depending on your vendor, about $8 to $14 for a couple hundred of them, like 400, 500 of these wipes. And they work perfect. They're the perfect size. They absorb perfectly, and they're nice and disposable. So this is what I use. This is what I found works, and they don't. The important part is they don't fray like paper towels and stuff. We use blue shop towels here. We don't use regular standard paper towels, and you can see it leaves the board in just a beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's beautifully clean, right? Nice and shiny. No fluff, no nothing like that. So let's see. Now, a lot of people will move the sticker, the water damage sticker there. You can, but you don't need to. It doesn't really matter at this point. Like Nintendo isn't. Once they see that this port's been replaced, they're going to tell the customer to pretty much go fuck themselves. So, I don't really worry about it too much. You can, but unlike cleaning up the flux, I don't feel that moving that or reapplying one or whatever really makes a difference. But that is just my personal opinion, and what the fuck do I know? So, for what it's worth. All right, got our board nice and secured again. Let's come in here and let's take a look at what's going on. So. We've tried out a new point of sale. So if any of you guys are shop owners, depending on whatever point of sale you use, I have tried out. So we used to use RQ4 a long time ago by IQ Metrics. What is now called Repair Q is their next iteration of it, the current generation of their software. We have used Repair Desk, Repair Shopper. All kinds of different ones, to a point that I was considering, honestly, hiring a developer and coding our own.
as we're not like other shops in the sense that you know, a lot of shops will do screen replacements on iPhones and stuff like that. I mean, we do if customers call and stuff, but we do zero marketing, absolutely zero marketing, no paid, no posts, nothing like that. And so we primarily do motherboard repair, just about all we do. And with that, things like inventory doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make a difference. It would be an absolute waste of time for the 2 screens of each device that I have here, right? Like, which are only iPhones. We don't keep any other parts in stock. I don't need to. So like something like that's not really a big deal to me. But things like ticket tracking and ticket tracking and SMS updates, email updates, all of these various things, those are far more important to me than inventory or new features. I could give a shit about what new features a company, a point of sale system is adding to their lineup. And that's just us. We are a unique shop. What the fuck? A little solder on the anchor doesn't want to leave. For that in the past few days, yeah, man, it's awful. It truly has been. It's truly awful. And so we were using Repair Desk for a while until, I mean, in my experience with Repair Desk, it's extremely buggy all the time. I mean, to a point that I've had it gone through. I have added customers to the store or into the database, and I hit save. It says that it saves. I refresh the page, and it deletes everything that I fucking added over the past hour, multiple times. You can't add a global SKU to Repair Desk. So like if I want to add a basic motherboard repair SKU, so that way that's across multiple devices, you can't do that. And so their software is extremely rudimentary. They seem far more focused on pushing out gift cards than actually adding services or adding features to a website that we would want, like, you know, adding a fucking global SKU. And so I figured we would try out the repair queue, since I used to use RQ4, and we've tried all the other ones, and it was literally at the point where it's okay, either repair queue is gonna work, or I'm gonna hire a developer and we're just gonna build our own. And I've been messing around with it for about 2 days, and I have to say that I really like it. I find it very simple to use. Everything is in almost everything are in very easy to find locations. The intake and outgoing checklists for testing devices, making sure that they're working, the liability waiver, how easy it is to upload photos. Because what will happen with Nintendo Switches, especially with mail-ins, is we go through, we test everything, we test the dock, we make sure everything is good, and then we mail it out. And they give the device back to a customer. They come back 2 to 4 weeks later saying, oh, well, it doesn't dock. And it's because their child has absolutely fucking shredded it again. And then, they want us to warranty it. The customer wants that company, who and then is asking us to warranty it. And we don't warranty redamaged things, right? That's not how that works. And so now it's going to be really nice. Repair Desk was also very rudimentary in being able to upload things. And so now with Repair Queue, we will be able to have a store iPad that as soon as the repairs are done, we'll be able to take pictures and upload it. Water damage on devices before we work on it. All of that type of stuff, we'll be able to take pictures, catalog it, and keep it in our point of sale. And should a issue ever arise, we have them all, and it's in a very easy format. The SMS updates are awesome, to a point that you can even set it up that your point of sale system will send an email and contact the customer asking for approval or to decline the repair, and they select whether they approve it or decline it, and our system lets us know without us having to pick up the phone and call the customer or anything like that. We can just type in our notes what we found, what the quote would be, the whole shebang, and send it over, cutting out a extra step of myself or my employee having to pick up the phone, make these phone calls, sit on the phone for 20 minutes, that type of thing. So I am highly recommending at this point in time Repair Q. If you have not, if you are frustrated with your point of sale, and you want to try something out, Repair Q. It's a bit expensive. If you're paying monthly, it's $125 a month. But when it comes down to how much easier your life is supposed to be, with a proper point of sale, proper tracking, all that type of stuff. It even goes through and you can set up what your overhead is, multi-location support, absolutely. Yep, multi-location, employees, all that stuff. Yep, all of it. It's been really solid so far. It's been really, really solid. It's only been 2 days, so for what that's worth. But so far, I mean, within 2 hours, I could already tell when I was giving Repair Desk a shot within 2 hours. When I'm on the initial setup, it was awful. I knew within 2 hours. Within 2 hours of starting out Repair Q, I was very impressed. I was very happy, and I'm not kidding when I say that Repair Q makes Repair Desk look like a fifth grader coded repair desk. It's that much of a difference. It's insane. You can go in and you can set up how much your overhead is per hour. You do this whole breakdown and you're able to track that, right? Well, this hour, my overhead every hour is $23, and well, this hour we made 33, right? So you're able to literally track. The reporting is far superior. Give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. Modifying an open source one, yeah. See, that's where, yeah. Well, see, and that's where Drew. That's where we were headed. Was like I said, hiring somebody to code it from scratch to set it up. I like integrations. The one thing is we use Square personally because we don't really do a whole lot of checking out and stuff. A whole lot of retail repairs and everything like that. We use. It's just easier to use Square for me, and it doesn't integrate with Square, which I ain't even mad about, because look, like, most of the time, if you're willing to pay $125 a month for a point of sale, you're probably going to be going through like Bluefin or something like that. So you're going to have a cheaper processor than what Square charges, and so that makes sense to me. I understand why they're not too worried about that. It doesn't have integration with Injured Gadgets yet. I'm gonna talk to Shay about that and see kind of what's the word on that, if they're planning on adding that support or that integration. It does integrate with Mobile Centrics, with Sourcely. It integrates with Mobile Defenders. Yeah, not a huge. I mean, not that Mobile Defenders is terrible, but I think that charging $37 for a piece of shit part that's worse than the $14 part that I can order from Mobile Centrics or Injured Gadgets is pretty shitty. But that's just me. That's a personal opinion. But yeah, as of right now, it's been dope. And then the other really cool thing is that it's not just built for like computer or phone repair. I mean, they watch repair, just all kinds of automotive repair. They really have it fleshed out to be able to be a point of sale for quite a few different things. So, all right, so we tin these pads with some nice Kester 6733 leaded. And our prep work is done. I'm gonna probe these lines real quick, see if we're gonna have to replace PI3 USB. Make sure M9 is good. I know Repair Q has store to client. Yes, it does have store to client. All right. So we're gonna have to replace PI3 USB. So if you are new and you're wondering how I know this, this line right here is a part of VDD main, which is the main power rail in this device. When PI3 USB goes bad, it shorts VDD to ground. This cap is how you would tell. You can just probe this and you know. So this is reading as a short to ground. So we're gonna end up having to replace that. Not too big of a deal. It just kind of changes how we were going to do this. That's okay. You get to see that. An M9 appears to be okay. At least it's not shorted to ground. If we end up getting 5 volts, see this is short though, right there. So maybe could also that's a short. So we might need M9 as well. Actually, this one is ground. But this one we can see here, unless there's a ground leg for this, which wouldn't make sense because there's a massive ground underneath M9, then M9 shorted, so that's alright. Alright, so this is PI3 USB. What this here is the it's a USB-C switcher, and it will convert the your image over to and mirror it up to the TV when you dock the switch. And so this cap right here, this is another way that you can tell if this is bad. Again, this cap here is on VDD main. When PI3 USB goes bad, it shorts to ground, at least with the USB-C port, though in the condition that it was, it shorts to ground, and we end up back here. So, but you are not shorted, so what the fuck is going on here? Unless I'm probing the wrong cap, but I don't think I'm probing the wrong cap. Unless this is M9. I could have that backwards. Normally we test this with a charger when it comes in, and that tells us more, or with a good battery, that tells us more than anything. So I am gonna just move forward with installing the USB-C port, and then we're gonna diag after that, since I can't seem to fucking remember which line goes to what right now. A long ass day. All right, so we'll start this right here. This here is the key. This step right here is the most important step to the USB-C port, and to making sure that this installs properly the first time, every time, and then we don't have to worry about it. So, it's a Nintendo Switch. Why wouldn't they? It's a, it's a $300 device. No. No, this is a Nintendo Switch motherboard. The regular Switches are 300 plus taxes, and that doesn't like, that's just the standard Switch. The Animal Crossing Switches are a bit more, things like that. The Nintendo Switch Lites are 200 bucks. And at the end of the day, repairing is always better than throwing something away. If it's still got, especially if it's still a current gen, with which while the Nintendo Switch is a couple years old, it is still a current gen console. It's there's no point in throwing it away. We want this thing to stay alive for as long as possible. So we're gonna assist in that. And so this is the most important step right here, and it's as simple as taking a scalpel or a X-Acto knife or even a pair of tweezers. We just come in here and we just bend it up. What this does is this guarantees that these pins touch the pads, the hidden pads, before the normal pins touch them. And so you do have to apply some pressure to get the port to sit flush with the board after doing this. But again, you know that these pins are connected to the board. So we just come in here, we just do some light bending, nothing too crazy. We don't want to snap the pins. But we do want to give it a good couple millimeters up. It's a good lift. Alright, so now we can see, right? You can see, oh, well, no you can't. There we go. And now you can see that those bottom pins are protruding out past, oh, gotcha, no, yeah. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I'm saying, is like that little step right there, right? That makes the biggest difference. That right there. Just that. That's the secret. Okay. So now we will spread some flux around. I'm going to refocus this. Just give me a second. And then we're going to tin these, which is equally as important as what we just did. It gives, especially where we have nice fluffy pads on the board, nice fluffy pads on the switch pins, allows it to connect even easier. The pads are pre-tinned, that whole type of thing. So, oh, how did that work out? Okay, well, no, I don't know. Okay, so what I want more than anything is I want you to just sit on here. Let's see if I can do it like this, maybe. Nope, you just fall back. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna end up having to 3D print out a mount for this, or buy a little webcam mount type thing. So no big deal. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. And no, that's most certainly not the way that I wanted it. All these fucking cords in the way. There we go. All right. Use my micro pencil, some solder. So you can see all of these pins are nice and tinned. All right. I have not. I have not neobut this. But if you want to link his stream, I'll definitely toss him a follow and check it out sometime. Always happy to check out others who are in something like the same industry, right? And that's, I mean, we're in the electronics repair industry, but again, it's just that we're a super specialized shop. All right. So we're going to use 360 Celsius, 120 airflow. Back this out. Again, we're going to add flux to the plastic. Flux acts as a barrier on the plastic, and it prevents the hot air from moving rapidly over it and actually melting it. It's not the temperature that melts the plastic when you are installing or working around connectors. It is the air blowing over it. So if we were to put Kapton tape over this and blow 500 Celsius on this plastic, it wouldn't melt. So we're gonna come in here. Just a second, I move closer. This is killing me. I need to be able to brace my arm. All right. Yeah, see, I like, okay. Yeah, that printer is pretty fucking dope. Oh, so yeah, Jacob, I filled it, so I ran out of the paper and I filled it up and it took like 3/4, or if not more, of an entire like pack of paper. Like that fucking paper tray is easily like 300-400 pieces of paper. Insane. So once again, 360 Celsius, 120 airflow. This makes it so the plastic doesn't melt and it is hot enough to get the solder nice and wet and state changed. So I'm just gonna wait. We want to make sure that the the solder underneath and those hidden pins are melted and state changed. At this temperature, nothing you do is going to, you're not going to kill the board, not going to hurt it. I could apply this to it for minutes and minutes and it's not going to hurt anything or affect anything. So now we will push down. A little bit close, to make sure. We're going to move the heat. Continue holding for a good 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And that's it. Yeah, fuck inkjets, fuck printers, fuck all that shit. I hate fucking printers with a burning passion. They're the biggest sacks of fucking garbage that there is. We have to finish it up. I haven't decided if I want to do it tonight or tomorrow, to be honest. But I did go buy another charger today for the rotary tool so we can continue grinding off the super glue on the back. It is really close to being finished and I do want it ready by Monday so I can ship that out to my customer. I just don't know if I want to do it tonight or not. I swear this bevel tip isn't as sharp as my other bevel tip. I don't know. I mean, they couldn't have changed it. I wonder if they changed the listing. This one definitely feels much like larger than my old bevel tip. Now, I have very shaky hands. I always have. God damn it. And so that's why I kind of wanted to move that camera where I moved it so everybody can see how I actually, the various different ways that I'll prop my hands up and things like that. I will never repair a printer, ever, ever. They can get fucked. Don't even care. Never. Fuck printers. I just don't understand how it's 2021 and these manufacturers can't get fucking printer drivers that work. It's fucking insane. If there's one thing that could unite humanity, it would be the hatred of printers. Are you gonna be up late tonight, Jacob? Because I know I'm not gonna be here all night. We can might leave here in like an hour, get a bunch of shit done, and then come in early tomorrow and stream for most of the day tomorrow. If you're gonna be up kind of late, we can get some zombies in. Just a 2-man, or maybe if another thing we could do is like a subs game night or something too. If people are interested in that. I mean, we do. Jacob and I do play games, right? So it's just everybody and their mother streams games on Twitch. So, and literally everybody and their mother, and in some cases people's fucking grandmother. So, which, hey, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I know you're supposed to be playing. You don't know where Kyle is? Probably out back, drunk as shit, shooting something. I mean, it's a pretty safe guess with Kyle. What do you guys think about this camera being right here, like facing this way? I got into, as a kid, I was always, I always liked electronics and computers and stuff like that. But my parents were very, I didn't have a great childhood, and so we never really, hold on, let me find this stupid fucking tip. All right, cool. I didn't have a great childhood, and my parents didn't never let me actually play video games or use computers and things like that. So I just had a natural curiosity, and once I turned 18 and stuff, I started building computers and learning more in that regards and stuff. When we found out that she was pregnant, I had to get a job, and I got a job as just at a phone repair store as just a job because my brother-in-law had gotten hired there as the sales manager, and so it was easy for me to get a job there because, well, yeah. And it turns out that I was actually pretty good at it, at even just doing the basic repairs. But there was one customer. It was an iPhone 6. I was doing a screen replacement on it, and normal screen replacement, like the hundreds that I had done before. And after that, the phone didn't turn on, and nobody could tell me why, how, anything. It would pull 0 amps from the wall, and now I understand that was a VDD main short. That just happened to coincide with me replacing the screen, or maybe I nicked something while I was removing the screen, and I could have had it fixed in 5 minutes if that happened to me now. But back then, not many people, micro soldering wasn't this as big as it is now. There's very, very few people doing it, and that customer, I will forever remember her. She is an awesome woman. Unfortunately, this was a long time ago, and I have not seen her since this instance, since that happened. But she was super understanding. My bosses were pieces of shit and took about a month to even get her a replacement phone. She was super cool, super understanding, awesome woman. Didn't give me shit, didn't give me a hard time. It was for it to ever, if there was ever a time for that to happen and for it to happen too, she was the one. But I couldn't tell her what was wrong with the phone. And it was the most frustrating thing to not know how I fucked up. To not know, what happened to this thing. And that kind of started me on the path of wanting to learn soldering. It wasn't even so much to do this as a business or to do it for work. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to understand. I didn't want to tell customers I don't know. To me, it's sometimes it's good to say I don't know, right? Like, you should never lie to your customers, and but even then, I don't know is still bad. It's let me research that, and I'll get right back to you. That's a better response than, oh yeah, I don't know. And it just turned out that, you know, I really enjoy this work. I really enjoy this work. I like to think I'm pretty decent at it. I mean, you know, I try to do good work and be fair to customers and, you know, to other shops around here. We do service most of the shops here locally, and then we get a lot of mail-ins from all across the country, and it's nice to be able to help everybody out as well. And because mistakes always happen, right? Mistakes are always going to happen. Nobody's perfect. We're all human, and that's the service that we provide. So that's how it started. I learned by watching a whole lot of YouTube videos, a whole lot of Louis Rossman and Jessa and Jason Vilmer with STS Telecom, and you know, a ton of different people. Just a lot of YouTube and a lot of practice. I took a really large risk and dumped a lot of money into equipment right away. I didn't start off with really cheap equipment. I mean, I started off with like a $150 soldering station, but once I made the decision that I really did want to try to do, you know, to learn how to do this, I immediately dumped a lot of money into equipment, and I'm still using most of that same equipment today. That was 4 years ago. I spent like $9 grand and bought everything, and I still to this day use just about everything. All right, so there is a underlying issue like I thought. We are pulling 15 volts, but we're only pulling 0.067 amps, and this is this battery does have charge in it. It's a little warm over here, but nothing like out of the, nothing that's super crazy. Exactly. Not in this device. Tell you that much. It ain't here. All right, so we're gonna rule out M9. Switch M9. Yes, hello. M9 to T36. So we'll put this over here. And I will show everybody how we replace M9 here. Make sure you guys can see. So you see how we pulled straight up. Oh yeah, it's kind of dark right now, huh? That's it. And it's done. There's no wicking. There's no... You hot swap it. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did, Jacob. This is M92. This is your it's your charging controller. On the Nintendo Switch. You can find all of this. Actually, I need to set up a page for that. But you can go to injuredgadgets.com should you need parts for this stuff. They do carry this chip, as well as just about every chip that we install on motherboards. And I will be adding, we are an affiliate of Injured Gadgets as well, so we'll be adding links in the description and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a QFN. So if you want to support the stream, you'll be able to use the affiliate link. We don't make a whole lot off of it, but obviously every dime counts. It helps us continue to buy tools and various things to keep up with all the repairs that we do every day. So and you can see, we didn't mess with any of the pads. I didn't even touch my soldering iron. She has gripped on every leg. That's just a little bit of fluff right there, whatever the hell that is. Very simple, very easy. You do this for all chips like this. There's no reason to do it any other way. We do this for retimers and redrivers. We do this for encoders, anything. So, a lot of flux. I buy a lot of flux. You can never use too much flux. You can use too little. You cannot use too much. So, yeah. Alright, let's check this shit out. So we've got more amp draw now, but not what we should. Now we have 0.072, so there's still an issue somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a graph. We're going to use some of our some of the resources that we have available to us, and that resource is the #1 source for all of your game console needs. That is the Game Console Repair Legion on Facebook. We are 13.2 thousand members strong. You will find information here that you will not find anywhere else on the internet. Tons. That much I can assure you. That's the one. So I was probing this one, and it's this one for VDD. That's what that was. But we need to find out where this goes.
PI3 USB, PI3 USB. And so sometimes it just takes, right, we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna scroll through a little bit. Battery's not charging, BQ is getting very hot, the resistor narrator shorted. All right, let's probe that, huh? Let's check this shit out. Nah, man, I know this battery's charged. Bullshit. Unless this thing like rapid discharged over the weeks, over the past week. So we'll test that. We'll just make sure. This battery charges at 3.7 volts. I'd be a bit surprised actually if this battery is dead. Yeah, see, I mean, we've got pretty much no current draw. Oh. Whoops, meant to do that. There we go. I guess my battery might actually just be fucking dead. That would be crazy. Or it went fucking bad. I mean, alright, so let's see.
Isn't that called brazing though? I know at that point it's just being technical. Like, at the end of the day, it's same shit, but. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Drew, are you fucking like 80, dude? With all the shit you know, like you gotta be as old as dirt, dude. I swear, any subject we touch, you know shit about. I swear. All right, so while the Switch is charging, I'm gonna. You're a fucking reptile or something, aren't you? Where's that Macbook? There, right, here's the board. One of them reptilian people trying to rule the world. I thought about joining the Masons. I actually did. A old mentor of mine was a Mason. "28. All right, so you're not much older than I am. This MacBook is a straight hoe. It is what it is. Actually, Jacob, we could get Tim to play some zombies. Some zombies. And so, get this bad boy plugged in. This keyboard. Tim, please play zombies. Zombies. Yeah, I'll probably be ending the stream at 10, Jacob, so I should be home like 10:15, 10:20. We can play. And then tomorrow will be a long stream. Tomorrow's gonna be a pretty damn long stream. I'm gonna be in here pretty early, and we'll be working a lot, so. All right, little MacBook. Let's work so we can get you out. Why are you stuck in the house? Well, Jacob, okay, I'm gonna get my other children donuts if you want to come out and have some. This is the most random question. All right. So this MacBook is weird. This MacBook has been really weird. It turns on when it wants to. You press the power button 30 times, turns on when it wants to. Oh, wow, really? No, you drive 45 minutes to hang out with me. Let's be real. That's worth about a 5-hour drive. Oh, stupid MacBook fan. All right, is this fucking switch on? Jesus, man, these switches can seriously take forever. We're at we're almost at half an amp, so it's getting there. I'm gonna move this so that way I have a little bit more space. And then, why are you doing? No pubs, no clubs. Wow. Here in America, these people don't give a shit. Yeah, see, man, we still same shit, man. Fuck, dude. Gotcha. Sorry about your dad, Drew. That's awful, man. I'm really sorry. Alright, so what's going on with this board is SMC. Alright, so your SMC is your system master controller, system management controller, however you prefer. So this is SMC on-off lid is what I think the L designation here is. Now, what that does is when, man, okay, calm down, music, calm down. Oh, that's weird. That just got really loud. All right, so what SMC on-off lid does is when you press the power button, so this line here is 3.3 volts. When you press the power button, it shorts to ground and causes the machine to turn on. Very basic, right? Simple. But when this is shorting, when we press the power button, it's not fully shorting to ground. We're getting either 0.4 volts, 0.8 volts. It's not actually going to ground, and it is preventing the machine from turning on. If you press the power button 30 million times, eventually it does catch and turn on. But we need to figure out why this is like this. Of course, the SMC can be the issue. Anything on this line can be the issue. We have the proper voltage, making me think, I mean, it could be the SMC, but let's see corrosion anywhere on this board on the trackpad. There's really not a whole lot on this in this line here. U5101. I don't really know how I want to move forward with this one. Yeah. That was an interesting one last night, actually. But we did go through, and that one is confirmed working. It's actually boxed up, and it's going to be dropped off at UPS and mailed back to Michigan on Monday. So switch is still charging. I guess let me. Holy shit!
Messenger room audio.
Oh my goodness!
Messenger room audio.
No, not the. No, it's not the time. All right. A shit ton of snow. Ooh. Snow's always nice. I haven't seen snow in a long time. It's been this year will be the 10th year. Yeah, no, a friend of mine asked me if he could PayPal me $20 and if I could cash app him the $20. And he had messaged me that he had sent the money over, and I didn't look at it. You know what? It is a pain in the ass, but I'm from Massachusetts, so I grew up with snow, and you still miss it. It's like believe me, I don't miss shoveling, right? Like 100%. Don't miss what comes with snow. But the first snow of the year is always, it's just, there's something about it that really is magical. It's fucking gorgeous, right? Like now driving in the snow kind of sucks. Driving, especially on freeways after it snowed a couple times, seeing the 30-foot fucking wall of black snow on the side of the freeway, that ain't beautiful. But like, Christmas, right? It's nice to have snow on Christmas. There's just something about that is really nice, and I miss that. Alright, so let's investigate this board since we're still waiting for this fucking switch to turn on. Are you on yet? Jesus. Oh, it might be on. Let's see. 6 amps. Oh, yes, hello. She is on. She's on, folks. Nope, wrong one. Jacob, this, if you're still in here, this week, or like Monday, something like that. I want to set up the macro pad with commands for this. And so we now have a working switch. But the real question here is, does it dock, right? That's what we really want to know. So that's why some people are here. Fuck your Cronus, Jacob. Oh yeah, by the way, Jacob, it did go through, and there was no issues with the Optane. Did do the clone perfectly, so that's nice, because yeah, I was gonna Google the closest bridge to go jump off it if it decided that it didn't want to cooperate. I don't know why I grabbed this big ass screwdriver. Apparently it's charging. However, that works. 10 Celsius weather on Thursday, and it snowed 7 centimeters on Friday morning. Damn. Yeah. One port. One install. One time. And we are done. That's it. My job is done. Oh, come on. This fucking dock, like, hates to release the switches, I swear. So what I'll do is, actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave it on the dock. We'll charge this fucker up. Fuck it, why not? We'll give him back a charged battery. Why not? A battery actually seems like shit. Because it just showed 4% and it showed 8% when it was over here. And as soon as I just took it off the dock and it said it was dead immediately, so. Whatever battery they installed is a sack of fucking garbage, but. Alright. Nope, wrong fucking one. There we go. There we go. So let's see if we can't figure out this SMC lid issue before 10 o'clock when I GTFO. And if not, then we'll be back on it tomorrow. What the fuck ever, I'll find it later. There's some over here. There's the ISL 6259. We already removed the edge bonding off of the SMC and reflowed that, and we still have the same, still getting the same. So we kind of ruled out any sort of condensation build up underneath the SMC. This I still have to go through and clean the board, so don't mind this. All of this here will be gone. This is from rubbing a toothbrush over it and then not doing a quick wipe up afterwards. Hey, look at that. It's a piece of glitter. Can you see that? Not really. Piece of green right there. Green glitter in here. So. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Should we replace that capacitor really quick? Should we replace U5101? Should we pull a SMC off a donor and reball it? That's a whole lot of work. Honestly, I would definitely replace that cap in U5101 before pulling that SMC off. There's not much on this line anyways. I might honestly just say fuck this and just do a full circuit wipe on it, with the exception of the SMC. I mean, So this is actually no stuff. There's actually nothing here. These are just pro points or pads. Let's check this trackpad connector. Yeah, I mean there's no liquid here. Trackpad connector is nice and clean. No corrosion on that. What's that? Pin 20. Yeah, pin 20. Might just replace U5101. But then again, I mean, it still has some resistance to ground. So PP3V42G3 hot. Has to do with the one wire. 3V3S5. What do you guys think? Yeah, see, the cap. One of the, I don't know, man, one of those resistors could be bad too. Yeah, fuck it, we'll replace the cap. The problem is it's a pain in the fucking ass to actually test this thing. Oh no, you know what? Actually, oh, I have that stupid frame that has a keyboard on it that has like nothing else. So it'd actually be really easy to test this. But I have no trackpad cable. That's alright. MacBook Air. Do. Ow, son of a bitch. My boxes are all over the place. I have many MacBook. Many MacBook. Too many MacBook. Sacks of garbage they are.
That ain't gonna work.
Fuck it. I guess we'll just use. Man, what if. If I'm being trolled? What if I'm getting trolled? I'll be actually kind of irritated if I'm getting trolled by this. That was, the pin that was slightly bent was just a, to make sure, yeah, that was, I mean, to be honest, that could do it too. I mean, that is SMC lid. SMC lid is the, it's when it tells the SMC to basically put the computer in a hibernation state because the screen is closed. And that, I mean, honestly, that could cause this, this issue. I mean, unlikely, but could.
We still have 3 point.
Still not going full to ground.
So 0.4.
All right. Well, tomorrow morning then, when I get in, we'll chase this rabbit hole down. It's been a long day. I came in really early today, and it's a bit of a weird day. So I'm gonna get out of here for the night, go home, and do who knows what. But I will be streaming quite a while tomorrow. We didn't really do, I mean, we fixed that switch on stream, so if you were tuning in to check out how we did the switch, as we saw, docks right away, there's no screwing with it, there's no nothing like that. It's, if you bend those pins up and put a little bit of solder on there before installing it onto those pins, you get a really high chance of not having to do the repair again, not messing with it, none of that stuff. So, are you still playing zombies, Jacob, or are you gonna be doing something else? Good night, Drew. You play games, Drew? Always welcome to join us, for sure. We're playing zombies tonight. Well, I don't know what Jacob's gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be calling Tim here in a little bit and telling his ass to get on. We'll see if he actually does. That lazy boned boy. Yeah, but you said that 2 hours ago, so. Okay, so let's remove that K word from the conversation, and let's put Adam there. How's that? Yeah, there we go. What do you know? I mean, if not, I'll play solo. I mean, I didn't mind playing solo. That was like I was telling you earlier. That shit was a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go home. Everybody, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, whatever the hell it may be for you. Since we get actually quite a few people from all across the world tuning into the stream. So, I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what time. It will be fairly early. I did tell my wife, who probably in turn told our children, that we would get donuts tomorrow morning before I go to work. So I'm gonna have to get some donuts. So I don't know quite what time we're gonna start the stream, but it's definitely gonna be earlier than like noon or 1 p.m. Arizona time, as I do have a lot of work. I've got like 3 MacBooks up front I got to get to. There are quite a few MacBooks in this shop right now. So, again, everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for the constant support. It's awesome to see a bunch of the same people in here, and to see the viewer count continue to grow constantly. We've been at like 10 fairly consistently tonight. It's really cool. So watching that grow. So I will catch